for you. So you better sound it hurt for right. I'm releasing 10 tonight. I'm wearing Rick Ayers tonight. Yeah, I'm counting the bands tonight. Yeah, that's rain tonight. Yeah, I'm getting the 10 today. I'm getting some tonight. Yeah, I'm rocking some beats tonight. I'm rocking some beats tonight. I'm getting the 10 today. I'm rocking some beats tonight.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. Taking a look at Minnesota. They're pretty rattled right now after a road trip in which they did not win a game. Now they hope to get back on track here at home.
And I think it's an important game. They only faced this club twice this season, and you mentioned that loss in the first one. You hate to get swept in a season series.
That has to be in the back of their minds, at least a little bit. So we'll see if they add any wrinkles to their schemes in this one.
And so Fox will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all five guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
Nice ball ball by San Antonio. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch, and I asked him, how do you contend with the size and skill of Victor Wembanyama? He said, every night we see this guy do something no one has ever seen before. It's kind of like dealing with the unknown. A whole new kind of player needs new schemes. So we'll see some inventiveness out there on the defensive side tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And it's Simon's missing. It's Vassell on the wing. San Antonio again missing.
Nothing going right on the offensive end. 0 for 4 from the field.
Now, here's McDaniel. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Vassell outside. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Vassell.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Simon. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And he banks in the lead.
There it is. After 4 straight misses, finally nail one.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to talk some things over, but he's seeing some things to adjust. And here are the Timberwolves. Greg, you know this. Getting that second contract is a major goal for young players in the NBA, like Devin Vassell.
And Devin did, signing a huge 5-year extension in 23. And he ended up having his finest year after inking that deal. Vassell has a very bright future.
Now, here's Fox. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. And the basket by Vassell.
Now, not shy about bringing it inside. Vassell is comfortable around the hoop.
Here's Simons. San Antonio with the rebound.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And the basket by Vassell.
And there is no hesitation on Vassell's catch-and-shoot jumpers. Any sort of room, and he's letting it fly.
Outside, Simon. Will it go? Good on the triple.
Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Barnes. Nothing on the board. It's Vassell on the wing. No good with the triple.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
And the rejection by Wembanyama. Good in the shot.
Boy, Edwards so good in close. This guy has got touch and strength, everything you could ask for.
And the call will be against Anthony Simon. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, just a little too physical out there right now. That's already his second foul.
Stolen by Robinson. To the middle. Here's Martin. He takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And they scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Barnes outside. Pass to Hayward. Fox with it. And it's Vassell in the corner. Off target with his three.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
And he sinks the second. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where you're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
The kick out to Ball. Ball outside. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Gillingham with it. Here's Abaji. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Timberwolves on top, up by 1. And back in a moment as they'll get underway with quarter number 2. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Timberwolves, what do you guys think?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Pass to Dillingham. 5 to shoot. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Just 5 to shoot. San Antonio trailing here. Jumps up. And Ball slams it in.
Yeah, Ball just really good at running in transition. Smart at knowing where to sprint to in the open floor.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Greg, talk about a guy who can create for himself. Dillingham can he score on a elite defender.
Yeah, and Kevin, a lot of that is his footwork. You can see the hours he's put into it. And then add in the body control, quickness. Good luck slowing this young man.
Now here's Hayward. All scoring in this one. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Okay. 2 gone. I'll have me a 5. Can you get everybody a donut?
God damn it.
Minnesota in the lead. Here's Dillingham. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
And it goes down 2 points. Bulls got 4 points in the quarter.
And I love how Ball accepts the contact on his way up, not allowing it to alter his shot.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Timberwolves leading by 3. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Out to Hayward. Fires for 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And taken away by Paul. And he makes good on the layup. Paul's got his first points of the game.
How about that slick little move from CP3 to get the score inside?
Now Dillingham. Pass to Alexander Walker. Bamba with the block.
Well, this is one of Bamba's big-time strengths. Send it back, Mo.
Here's Castle. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Dillingham. Chris Paul grabs the miss.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
Robinson misses. So it's the Spurs now. Their next game is in San Francisco. So a road game with the Warriors. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip. And, Greg, you think about what they call float games. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Well, Mo Bamba is the prototypical modern NBA big, right? The size combined with the shooting ability.
Here's Castle. Again, the miss by the Spurs. 1:52 left now here in the second. Here's McDaniels. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, Jaden McDaniels with a very good sense for when he should look to score it, especially in the painted area.
Here's Castle. And he hits it to tie the game up.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Simons from outside. Drills the three-pointer. Simons has got 6.
And without hesitation there, Simons hungry to let that one fly.
Back to Hayward. Pass the ball. 6 to shoot. From downtown. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Simons with the ball. Now defended by Hayward.
Well, making it look very easy. Right at the rim, McDaniels with the finish.
And Simons has it in the corner. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
And the call will be against Anthony Simons. That's his 3rd foul of the game. 41 seconds left here in the second. Vassell outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 8.
And what do you expect from Vassell? He's an accurate shooter from the perimeter.
Here's Abaji. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
I'll tell you, he's playing with much more discipline here in the second quarter. He is waiting for good opportunities and capitalizing.
Here's Fox. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And that is a crafty move by De'Aaron Fox. He really knows how to get himself to the line. And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
To the inside. Edwards, no good.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Timberwolves lead by 4. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Minnesota leading by 4. And now David Aldridge has an update for us on Naz Reid. David, what's the news?
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from the Timberwolves head athletic trainer. And this is an unfortunate injury, potentially devastating. And as you can see, he's already back on the court. How about that, Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
And not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
And our hearts go out to him. And the guy works so hard. His teammates love him. Coaches love him. He's going to be missed.
And just feeding the open man, nice recognition there from Vassell. You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Now, here's Vassell. He's got 8. Got that bucket in no time at all. Barnes has got 5 points in the quarter.
With that deep stroke, I like Barnes' ability to switch between the 3 and 4 spots. 2 distinct things in terms of spacing on the floor and the requirements of the jobs.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
With so many great point guards in this league, sometimes a guy like De'Aaron Fox can be overlooked, but when he's on, no one can stay in front of that man.
Oh, here's Edwards. He's got 5. The muscle from Edwards.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talent, so you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is one of one. Hey, thank you for the report. The kick out to Barnes, and they're unable to get the time basket there.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Minnesota in the lead. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Dillingham, no good. Here's Fox, driving the lane.
And just maybe the quickest player in the league. Fox can get to the bucket at will. Better bring some help when he's driving.
Here's Edwards. Edwards making a statement. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
I tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Every aspect of Anthony Edwards' game is on display. This guy has been cooking from the outset.
And it's Fox with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Here's McDaniels. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. And here is Fox. Gobert with the block.
One of the best to do it. Gobert adds another block to that career total.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Inside, Wembanyama. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Here's Edwards. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular.
Here's Dillingham after the basket by San Antonio. Pass to Martin. Takes a three. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Out to Edwards. Out to the right wing. Dillingham wide open, and he fires. A three-pointer is right on target.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And that's what you want to see from Wemby. He's at his best when he's in attack mode.
That one off the back iron and out. Vassell wide open. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Spurs out in front, up by one. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. San Antonio leading. Left side, ball.
Timberwolves foul. First team foul.
San Antonio with the ball. Back to Paul. Hayward on the wing. Drops in the tray. Hayward's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for San Antonio.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Dillingham with the bucket.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Alexander Walker. Off target from outside. Paul, right side. Here's Bamba. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Bamba's got his first basket of the night. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. To the left wing. Outside, Martin. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Shot clock at 6. Alexander Walker with the ball. Now defended by Hayward. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He has decided it's the right time to talk. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. He's obviously pretty happy. He said, I know they're not going to take us lightly next time. He knew what the deal was with that underdog role coming into the game.
Thanks so much, David. Baseline try. Edwards, no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Kept alive. Second chance shot. And right through it goes. Castle's got the lead up to 5 now for San Antonio. And it's Simons off the drive. And a missed layup. Now here's Bamba. 7-foot shot. Gobert with the block.
Boy, whenever Gobert is out there, he will make you think about shooting near the rim. This guy's such a good shot blocker.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Hayward at the elbow. Ball left side. To the paint. Here's Bamba. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Well, let's remember, Mo Bamba is 7 feet tall. He is a challenge for the defense to get a good contest.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
They get it back. The kick out to Simons. Lets it go with the 3. Again, Simons missing.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Barnes outside. Back to Fox. Launches it. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
And practice is paying off. Vassell has worked so hard to get his shooting dialed in.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Simons surveying the D. Launches a 3. Again, Simons missing.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Vassell outside. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. And now a 10-point Spurs lead.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Hits it from three-point range.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
That's a 2 from Simons. Again, Simons missing.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same. And largely a no-show right here.
And it's good, 2 points.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
A shot's good from Simons.
Stepping it up. There's the shot-making ability of Simons.
And it's the Spurs ball. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Laces one from 3. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working. And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're trailing by 7. Guys, what do you think?
A lot to talk over and improve on for next time.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
Simons from outside. Rebound San Antonio. Stolen by McDaniels. Here's Vassell. Off target with that shot. And so it's the Spurs with the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late,